Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are Dave Price and Kenna McLeod, co-chairs of the stewardship team. And today begins our month-long stewardship campaign, when we invite everyone to consider making a pledge for the 2025 to 2026 church year. A pledge is a promise to support our ministries and programs throughout the year with a financial gift. We need to know the amount of funds that will be available to support our programs because our church budget is built from the pledges we receive. For this reason, we are asking everyone, members and friends, to pledge before March 2nd in order to have time to prepare the 25 to 26 budget. As we embark on our annual stewardship campaign, we want to invite you to join the stewardship team in reflecting on the profound impact of love on our community. Last year, we embraced the theme Lead with Love, and we believe it resonated deeply within us. It's a powerful reminder that love is not just an emotion, but a guiding principle for our lives. It's about living our values of justice, equity, and compassion, both within our congregation and out in the world. 5 years ago, Jessica and I decided to look around for a different church. And the first one we visited was UU Nashua. The summer service was loud, boisterous, and freewheeling, with people dancing in place by their pews. But that didn't scare us away. We came back again and became drawn to the UU values and teachings, the support for social justice, the independent beliefs, and the Wonder Box. It was a breath of fresh air, and we wish we had brought up our kids in UU Nashua.
Good morning. Good morning. As Dave said, I'm Kenna McLeod, and I'd like to share with you my reasons for giving to UU Nashua. First, to sustain a welcoming community that truly cares for and places importance on everyone. Last April, the church hosted Cameo for an event titled My Queer Faith. It included an afternoon of storytelling, music, and a panel discussion with local representatives to explore how New Hampshire can be a welcoming state for the LGBTQ+ community. I shared the event information with some of my progressive non-UU friends and was happy to see them in attendance. They told me how they were impressed that the church made space for this event, how they enjoyed the music and storytelling, and on top of that, we later discussed what we learned from the panel discussion and what we might do in New Hampshire. It's clear to me that these kinds of programs and events are vitally important now more than ever. A second reason is to support youth programs that explore values and beliefs and even sexuality. My children went to this church a long time ago and were part of the religious education program. Some of the approaches and classes were different, but the values were the same as today's faith formation program. One of the most impactful classes for my children was OWL, which is still part of the curriculum, and I'm fortunate to currently be one of the teachers for the 7th and 8th graders. My son to this day tells his friends that he learned more about sex at church than at school or anywhere else. And as you can imagine, his friends are quite surprised. Sorry, I lost my place. And as an instructor, I can tell you they don't just learn about sex education in the traditional sense of anatomy. They also learn about self-worth, responsible choices, and loving and healthy relationships. Being part of UU Nashua and the wonderful classes helped to shape my children into the courageous, accepting adults they are today. And I want other people to have that experience. I feel so much hope as I get to know the young people in our church and believe that youth with UU values will create a kind, accepting, and generous future. Sorry, I get choked up about that. My third reason is to support each of us on our journey of personal growth. I participated in the adult coming of age class in which we reflected on our spiritual journey, explored our beliefs, and created our own statement of faith. It was good to know that others were also searching and supported me along the way. More recently, I've attended the biblical literacy class, which allows me to explore the sacred writings that I've had little, if any, exposure to. Now I'm discovering the Bible with a supportive group of people, putting this religious book in perspective and better understanding the historical and cultural context. So in summary, I give to UU Nashua because it's inclusive and caring, teaches critical values to our youth, creates space for everyone's journey, and most importantly, inspires hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Your financial contributions are the lifeblood of the church. They directly fund programs like the ones Kenna just shared. Our program costs increase 5% annually. So if you have pledged in the past, we are asking you to consider increasing your pledge by 5% or more to match the increase in costs. If you have never pledged before, we hope that this will be your first time. We understand that every situation is unique, and we encourage you to give thoughtfully and according to your means. But we also believe that when we all contribute, even a small amount can make a significant difference. Our goal is not just to meet our financial needs, but to deepen our commitment to this beloved community. By pledging generously, we are not just supporting the church, we are investing in ourselves and in our children, and in a future where love and justice prevail. Please pick up your personalized pledge packet after the service in fellowship hour. There is information in the packet about how funds are spent and how the programs those dollars support reflect our mission and values. You can submit your pledge using the form in the packet, or you can pledge online. When we receive your pledge, we will write your name on a heart and add it to this Lead with Love to this Lead with Love poster, hoping to fill it with your love. So let us lead with love, not just in our words, but in our actions. Let us support this vibrant community that nourishes our souls and empowers us to make a difference in the world. Thank you for your ongoing support.